recording as well. Social. Boom. Okay. And I get these teams' names changed over real quick. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. Trying to get everything in order here. All right. What group are we at? What group are we in? We're in snakes. We're looking for snakes. We're doing snakes versus the Burger Walk. We're in Group B here, the very top right-hand side of your screen. We don't have to change anything but names, so this is fine. This won't take like 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, now let's go. Let's see. I can give you some rosters here. So, snakes. Where's my snakes? Where's my snakes? There's my snakes. Snakes are Silly Boy Mikey, Zispa, Cornswolio, Calling Kelly. There you go. Who we talked to earlier. Court and French Toast. So yeah, we got some spa representatives in here. For sure. And then Burger Walk. So let me go. Let's make sure I got the teams on the right side. So that's gonna be the team on our left-hand side. So we're good there. They are the ones that are gonna be in the tan for this exercise. Burger Walk is Braden, Iser, Saint Penguin, and Merit Fan. Where is it? Did they change it? Oh, there it is. Yeah. Yeah, Braden, Merrifield, Iser. That's it. That's all I got. They're a 5-player roster. And I guess these are rated by seed. Is what we're seeing here. Which makes sense that I guess Durpee's probably getting promulgated on his own stream, maybe. Makes sense. Durpee's probably gonna have a lot more viewers than we are here. That's okay. Which means, though, that Burger Walk is your 13th seed, and Snakes is your 24th seed. I think is what we're seeing here. And because Burger Walk does get first banned, and they've banned out of curing. Oh, we got an echo band from the other side. All right, we're about ready to get in. So this is a Reinhardt only tournament. You've got Bastion and Vendetta are permanently banned. So they are just out of the game. There's no picking them from either side. Of course, you have to play Reinhardt, which means there are no tank bans in this tournament. So with that, you can ban 2 of the same role. So you can ban 2 supports. There's no role protect with your bans. That is not a factor here. It is purely what you don't want to play against. We're on group stage, so once again, you have 8 groups of 4 teams per group. Every team will play each other within their group tonight. I guess it's nighttime relatively here in the United States.
5, 4, 3,
Top 2 will move on and play in the single elim bracket that'll start tomorrow.
1. Capture the objective.
Teams are only allowed to have 2 champ players on their team. So it's kind of interesting. I think one of the interesting aspects that we'll see here is, what role do the champ players take? Which won't know every single person. There's going to be some grinders who are just rank grinders that I'm not familiar with. So forgive me, I won't know all the champ players in this tournament, but I think it's going to be one of the points of contention. As we see, there was a lot of opening picks going to the Burger Walk, actually. Don't let the kill feed is still broken. But I was going to say, the experience of Braden in that Reinhardt. Braden is somebody I know. I believe he's one of the champ players here. And I was going to say, whoever's got a champ player in their Rein, I think might have a distinct advantage. Oh, the big pin! The big pin! Oh, you stopped it too soon, but you'll still get the Fire Strike combo. And that'll result in a nice pick. Brain will eventually fall here. But still, let's say 3v4 on the outside. Oh, looking for the boom. Saint can't quite get it. No, Saint did get it. Saint did get it. I kind of missed it. I don't know. Is this it's a down to the drink? Either way, let's go. Let's go. I saw you set it up, Saint. I saw you set it up. I didn't think you got it. I was wrong. There you go. Back-to-back team fight wins for the Burger Walk here to kick off our Durpee Duel. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thank y'all so much for being here. The first ever Durpee Duel. I don't know if it's our first ever Reinhardt only community tournament in the history. I don't know if it's the only one. I can't make that claim. It's the only one I can think off the top of my head, though, that is a purely Reinhardt only community tournament that I've ever seen. I'll try to provide you some nice cinematic earth shatters all weekend long. Whew. You know what? I may not be the Reinhardt player that Durpee is. You know, I can dream of things. But I know good Reinhardt play when I see it. And Braden comes up with a beautiful two-piece for a third fight win in a row here from the Burger Walk. Oh, I was going to give y'all Preds. It seems kind of not fair to give y'all Preds at this point. Because Burger Walk is walking. Hey, maybe does Burger Walk continue with this streak? All right, this was definitely one of the champ players here for Snakes. I know that. Oh, I promised you shatters. Oh, and Brayden gets destroyed. It's Silly Billy with the MTD for the recontest. Photon barriers layered in like some kind of death trap. And Silly Billy, I think, is the fatal swing. You got to beware. Oh, as I say that, gets shot in the back. Oh, Marifan putting in some damage. This was there for the backup. And we'll eventually get a Snake's flip here. They'll grab control the first time. Hey, everything was going Braden's way for the first three team fights, right? But the good shatter block and then the big counter slam. And that swung the momentum big time here. Maybe maybe I should have given you some Preds. Is the bounce back possible? Look at Azer in the back line. There's the teleport going in. Sound barrier to try to thwart it. Like what Penguin was doing, trying to keep that at bay. Now just try and see if they can pressure. Kelly's sound barrier landed, but fades very quickly. Good shot out of Mikey. Backing on to the point. Braden and company will get control in 99%, but they're missing their Baptiste. So they're trying to survive on just Lucio heals, but Mikey is layering in shots behind this Ant Matrix. Silly Billy's down, though. Who's going to anchor? That means it's up to Kelly or somebody fast moving. You see Zispa back there holding down the fort. Keeping this point alive. Actually getting the flip here in the name of Snakes. Now a photon barrier to work with. 40% ahead of Iser when these were thrown in simultaneously on the previous cycle. That's going to be an Ant Matrix flying in, trying to back up Braden, pinning into all sides of the objective. Just taking too much damage, though. Great photon barrier. The photon barrier ends up being a huge advantage. The Ant Matrix pin in, totally thwarted. Iser was still 25% away as the fight ended. We're headed to a 99-99. Here to start off the Durpee Duel. That's how we like to kick things off around here. Sprinkle, thank you so much for the follow. Think there's going to be a lot of BAP Lucio, or do you think Juno will wiggle into the comps? We'll see. I think since we can double ban supports, I think things might get interesting when some of these matches start going towards 4 and 5 maps. Because you can't repeat bans. Oh, that was a pretty enormous shatter. And Silly Billy eats a massive dip. And Sid will get the 3-piece off the side. Boop of the day already. Oh, no. What a way to cap out our starting round. I'm sad I missed that. I'm sad that we didn't get that on stream. We'll get it in play of the game. Don't you worry. We'll get that in play of the game. But I wish I could have gotten a nice third-person pop of that boop for you. Zesta's gonna pull out a May this time around. Other than that, I'm not seeing any changes. Once again, remember when talking about the Lucio Bat, Kiri is banned out here from Burger Walk. Sorry, I was scarfing out the end of my Mediterranean salad, trying to get the rest of my lunch in here at 5:12 at night here in Texas. In Dallas, Texas, not far here from our host. Opening fight will once again go to the name of Burger Walk. Considering it's very like UTD pilled, I think running on Central Time's not necessarily a bad thing here. But I think incidentally, you know, Durpee got yourself a Dallas native here to help get this tournament out there for you. Merit Fan finds an important opening pick. Will help win fight two here for the Burger Walk. They'll continue to just play this choke. Ooh, looking for a swing. Oh, let's go. Let's have some fun. Wide swing, 99. Build with the rest of the OC, but got found out. Silly Billy's able to pin in, and now Cornsolio's got an Ant Matrix on the ground. We do eventually get this OC. Merit Fan find Kelly. This is kind of turned into a scramble. Saint went over there just dancing, looking for a boot. Cornsolio gets caught by the overclock. We get with another fight win out of the Burger Walk. Once again, winning their third fight in a row. This is kind of where things started to swing last time when we started into the ult rotation, though. Speaking of, Brayden is a little bit behind in our shatter. Let's keep an eye on that one for now. Never mind the blizzard. That's the shatter I'm worried about. There's the wall. Oh, they're both on top of Brayden. Both are blocked by a beautiful sound barrier and the lamp, but it's still not enough to keep Brayden alive through the blizzard slam combo. We'll get a flip. 18-12 for me in the Eastern U, yes. Yep. Yeah, we're just going to run on Texas time today. This is kind of seems fitting for this tournament. I'm surprised it wouldn't. No, I'm kidding. Everything works in Eastern time usually for esports in today. That's normal. That's normal. I'm just having fun. All right, sound barrier advantage. Let's see what you do. See what you can do with it. You can see you're playing way back here. That comes in to help protect against the slam, which did land there from Brayden. We do have an overclock to play from MK, and now Mikey's got an Ant Matrix to play through. Cornsolio actually comes up with 2. Mikey comes up with 2. There you go. It's a full house. I got Cornsolio over Mikey's. That's good enough to take the table. Poor Brayden just ate all the CC in Overwatch. So true. So true. Hey, Mikey, I think he likes it. Hey, let's go. Let's go. I appreciate it. The Unk in the room appreciates that reference. Now we're going to get the Merit Fan overclock. Uh-oh. Whoop. Yep. Zispa was just a sit and duck after that cryo freeze went away. Still a photon barrier used from Iser here. I don't know that you needed both, but you're, 86%. No, you kind of left things open for this blizzard. That photon barrier would have been a great defense here. Now you're relying on Saint to build up another 30% towards the sound barrier. Zispa's going to get the blizzard in. Will not get the Rein. Oh, but Brayden just gets slammed. Great lamp will keep Brayden alive, but you've already lost Iser to the blizzard of Zispa. Brayden was able to escape up to the high ground with the remaining teleporter. Ant Matrix now in play, and Silly Billy gets caught. Oh, Penguin with the save. Dude, maybe we do just keep the Baps through the rest of this. Maybe the Kiri ban is really just showing us the way to Bap heaven. Burger Walk. We'll take our first map here in the Durpee Duel. That's an old school reference. That's a Kicks commercial, right? That's a Kicks commercial. There's the triple boop. I know exactly where that comes from. Yeah, it's just a map. It's just one map. Yeah, it's just one map. Let's go get the point on the board. I know that ages myself, but everybody knows I'm old. I don't care. Hey, we still got our boop of the day. Our boop of the day. That was gonna be hard to beat. Well aged. I take. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I will take that as a compliment. I will take that as a compliment. All right, snakes are going Shambali. With a Soj ban. Bans cannot be repeated. So we had Echo Curie. I'm actually going to keep track of this. So we had Echo Curie from map 1. We have Soj Juno for Shambali.
Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
All right. We're going to quick rotation down. Go for a low room hold. There's a snake's map pick. Actually, no, you spelled Shambali correctly. I don't know if you're back yet. Face to the base. I can turn ads off. For community tournament, I can turn ads off. I'd rather y'all get to see this and hang out and stuff. We could hold here to start things off for snakes. Yeah, oh, Preds. I'm not used to Preds being like at this, you know, like in line. There's been no delay. Hazard does come out on the Echo. With that band no longer play. Oh, I love this combo. That combo is really nice. And with the once again charm as well, I saw that. As I was saying, I'll turn off ads. Face the mace. I'm so sorry. But for a community tournament, that's fine. We don't need ads. Ooh, good kill on the Braden. That might just stop the burger walk. Might turn it to a burger crawl. Maybe a burger backpedaling. We'll say the defense is not trying to press the lack of Reinhardt on the other side. In fact, Izer's able to find some space to kind of flex out. spread their wings a little bit, pick up a Megan, continue on this outward swing. Braden's back into the fight. Shatter comes in from Silly Billy, but is blocked beautifully. Braden's able to get that shield in play. Isers get a third. Reinhardt in play. Let's get crazy. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. Iser will get taken out of their duplicate. The nutsness is stopped by Mikey's Deadeye. The nuttiness, I guess I should have said. We're baiting? Are we baiting Silly Billy to try to pin in? All right, what Braden's doing? Braden's got a shatter on point. Oh, comes out of the slam, or the Poen, just in time to block the slam, that is. Penguin Pop, well, this is a 4v3, if I'm seeing this correctly, right? Yeah, it's a 4v3 for the defense. There comes, all right, there's reinforcements. Showing from both sides. 5e5 matrix layered right on top of the objective. The pin from Braden, counter pin. Sound barriers from both sides there to match. Mikey Van trying to play this range. Getting a big dynamite over the top. Headshot in. Has to back up in a respect. They take care of Silly Billy, who had pushed in too far. Did not see how that happened. Of course, I cut to the hit scans, and Silly Billy ends up in a silly spot. Mikey might be able to hold here. No more Reins left. And Cowboy stops the cart. Tie Strokes, you're very welcome. I hope it's worked out for you. I've had a lot of fun building my Skyway. We're gonna teleport maneuver. Quite the maneuver. Watch out for Deadeye. Another shatter coming alive for Silly Billy as well. This will force everybody off the cart. Little rotation for Penguin and try to put some damage down onto Mikey. Oh, the region burst, all the heals, everything to try to keep Braden standing through this. Silly Billy puts the shatter down, finds just Saint. Braden had already fallen, and the cart stopped shy of point A. Oh, let's go fix that timer. That timer. Okay, I got a couple things to fix here. I'm sorry.
Initiating match.
There's that. Okay, fix the timer so it doesn't, those words don't run together. I was going to turn ads off in this span.
Ready for battle.
Okay, I just turned them all the way down. Or you make it like a 30-second ad every hour. Is basically what it's as low as it'll let me go. This is low. Twitch won't let me turn it off completely, it looks like. Okay.
5,
We've turned the ads way down. Ads should not be an issue.
1. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
Okay. Let's go check out this defense here out of Snakes. Already. Let me see him a couple opening pictures. You can just attack out of Snakes. And Colin Kelly comes up with a couple of great picks. Ooh, look at this. Look at this fit check. I love it. The Bard. The teal with the Galactic looks really nice. The teal with the Galactic looks super nice. I like that a lot. All right. Well, we saw Braden win most of the Reinhardt duels, as we see. Right there. In Lijiang. Woo, teleport in. Mikey was looking for more as Zispa stays in the thick of things up there with Silly Billy as Mikey goes back to just help push card. After finding an early pick, Zispa is able to follow up with a duo of their own. And we get a full house with Mikey over Zispa this time around. Braden, oh, booped up into the air, something fierce, and then sent off into space. Snakes tie up our opening series of the Durpee Duel community tournament. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, if you're just joining, you're wondering what the hell is going on here. It's the Durpee Duel. This is the first ever Durpee Duel. This is a Reinhardt only 5v5 tournament. You've got 32 teams in 8 groups. These are just the matches. There's not 6 teams per group. It's 4 teams per group. These are just the matches that are being played. But we'll have 8 groups with 4 teams each. Top 2 from each group will move on to tomorrow's 16-team single elim bracket. But first you have today, our group stage, is each team will play each other within their own group. These players all signed up. Durpee hand-built these teams. So these were not like teams that submitted to play. These were just players that signed up in a huge pool, and Durpee built out the squads. And so there's only 2 champ players per team. That's all those allowed per team. And Vendetta and Bastion are banned out for, like, just perma-banned for the entire tournament. Oh, we went out of order. It's supposed to be hybrid than Flashpoint. We did not escort. But we are going into hybrid now. With a Cassidy ban here out of Burger Walk. Let's see. Choose your outcome. Snakes. Let's go, snakes. All right, let's give you some preds here for map 3. I'll try to keep those going for you. I'm not used to doing them like live because I'm used to doing things on a delay. So forgive me if I'm a little slow on this. All right, and best of 5. And we got a Lucio ban. Sorry, I was making sure just to go clarify the rules for everybody. I had them right here, ready to go. There was because it was initially said to be a first of 2 on the first day. So I went and made sure copy pasted out of the rule book. Like, hey, I know it's changed. All right, we're headed to Kings. We're headed to Kings. But just to clarify out here, I've got it available so that we can go ahead and pull the rule book up ourselves, since this is just kind of a community thing. But this is, since we're obviously on Friday, each team will play all 3 other groups, means other teams in their group is what this is meant to say. Each team will play all 3 other teams in their group in a first to 3 series. Top 2 teams from each group will advance to a single in bracket. Or other groups in their bracket. Maybe they play other teams from other groups. I don't know exactly how this is working. Maybe that is actually what it means, is they play teams from other groups. And so it kind of cycles around a little bit. But the point that we're clear on is it is a first to 3 series. That's what's important to note here. It is going to be a first to 3 series. We did go a little bit out of order in the future. We will do hybrid for map 2. Right now, we're just kind of inserting hybrid, and we'll go to Flashpoint for map 4. But as it stands, we're going to Kings. And we get some Winter Kings before we lose this. You know, it only happens once a year. We get some Winter Kings for not ideal for competition. Yes, Bastion and Vendetta are perma-banned. Bastion and Vendetta are perma-banned.
Defend objective A.
Oh, you know what I should do? I wonder... Oh. Please hold. Do I have the... I'm surprised I don't have it here. Boom. We could just leave that up. Okay, sorry. Because that'll keep information going, like... I would put it behind everything else. I don't mean it to be, like, in front of all my logos and stuff. I don't know how I feel about that. But we were watching a one and done here on your screen. Sorry, I'll lock in. I don't know, y'all let me know. Does that, I mean, is that way people passing through, since this is such a weird thing, that way it's at least obvious, like, hey, here's the information. Here's what exactly you're seeing on your screen. Because it's just kind of just out of the blue community tournament. It was like, hey, let's do this thing. We're doing this thing. All right, we're doing the thing. Back-to-back kills on to Silly Billy. So far, it's been flawless here for Burger Walk on Kings Row. All right, we got Merit Fan with a overclock from the high ground. Ult actually fairly even on both sides. We do get the Kiriko in play for the first time today, and we might see a Kitsu to try to help hold this. Merit Fan's already down, but Zispa gets traded 4v4 with the Kitsu. Blocked by Izer's Photon Barrier. Plenty of room for the attacking Burger to work, right? They can just fall back to corner. They disengage. Oh, the 180 shatter into the wall. Oh, Braden with the aura shatter. Saint gets the business end of Billy's hammer. Oh, and the defense will capitalize on Braden's mistake, on the hubris to try to land the 360 against Silly Billy. That was fun. I'll drink to that. All right, what do we got? Saint going down right before they get rallied, which bringing a Brig to the table is kind of interesting as well. You're using the Juno for both your speed and the bulk of your sustain. So the Juno becomes, the Brig becomes really important. No fights here. We're going to see this rally layered in on the rotation, but Saint's rally will get just absolutely destroyed. Still, you find Silly Billy sneaking away with the cart here if you're the Burger Walk. Let's get on a bit of a burger crawl. But I think it's Mikey here on this wide with the OC and the shot on a Merit Fan. Jumps up to the high ground. Oh, and a one Penguin. Penguin literal one. Able to survive. Try to rotate around to help out the team. Penguins actually ends up able to duel calling Kelly back there. But should have just kept it on Penguin Pop. With Juno kind of working. Brain's going to go swinging into a Kitsune Rush because of this orbital. Oh, gets caught. Wanted to get that shatter in. Will not. Merit Fan. Oh, you're investing? You're investing? Zispa gets the title blast. Ooh. Gets punished. Now the counter punch. Oh, no, never mind. Your turn interrupted by the solo shatter onto Iser. Silly penalty does end up down once again. The critical hit on the Kelly in response. One solo shatter is worth another. And what a pendulum swing of a back and forth there for this point B checkpoint. We will eventually see the second point on the board. My goodness. Wow, that was so back and forth. You get the Kitsu tossed in, and I mean, Burger Walker just go walking into it with that orbital. It's a huge orbital ray. Penguin gets a big pick, swinging back around when it looked like the attack was falling apart. It even confused me because of the angle on Penguin and then finding that pick onto Kelly. I was like, wait, what? Where's my Juno? Kitsu now available for save. We go, well, you gotta survive through the tectonic shock from this defense first. Zispa runs everybody out. Oh, it's some good damage that went through, though. Here comes the counterpunch, even down a player. Burger Walker trying to get in there. Oh, good stun lands from Billy. Tried to shield bash out, but Braden gets caught by Zispa. And the defense will hold with the $145 remaining. Rocking a Twisted Minds Venture skin here. You gotta love it. Kitsu. No, Zispa goes in with the... I was gonna say the extra cooldown, but that's actually not the extra reach on that, is it? Initially I was thinking that's the extra reach on the burrow. That's not. That's the enhanced cooldowns during Tectonic Shock is the minor perk that Zispa actually grabbed here. And like I was about to say something, my brain stopped me. Two-player shatter for Billy. Billy was hiding under the catwalk. Catches two and a defensive fight win with less than a minute to go. I always go with the faster swing of Fire Strike hits as well myself. But we do in fact get the Shield Bash perk out of Braden. Now, Silly Billy is using faster swing, right? That's my normal go-to as well. At least after the second round, like after they change the perks. All right, Merit Fan with an OC. Try to crack this open, less than 90 seconds. We got dueling overclocks. Mikey actually ate a headshot there. That's the title blast. Defensively, once again thrown on to Zispa, but a perfectly timed Suzu out of Saint. Zispa will get caught for the second time trying to get in with that ultimate. You have double support ults to work with the Quartzfolio! Oh no! Sneaks in a nasty pick to start this fight. Denies Saint that Kitsune Rusher as the overtime begins. Zispa with a tectonic. Defense collapses from all sides. And neither the Shatter nor the Orbital will be enough to save Burger Walk on that one. That was a substantial hold. Really was like a big like 3-minute hold on the back of point B. Even though they end up losing it out, Snakes do a really good job of just that push and pull and push and pull. It takes a lot of ultimates and a lot of clock time for Burger Walk to even make it into the Foundry. And then once they do, they get absolutely stuffed. I mean, brick-walled. Apparently the presents are just full of bricks. They're sham. Happy holidays, everyone. Hope everybody had a wonderful holiday. It's so good to see y'all. I've missed everyone. Happy New Year's. Welcome to 2026. What better way to kick it off than a Reinhardt-only tournament? I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Stone wall. Stone wall. I can't say that I do. That one I can't. That one is not ringing a bell. That one is not ringing a bell, face.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
We're in this together.
I went from a New York widow to an Atlanta Rein sojourn. Facing the Giants. Okay, okay. Not what I'm super familiar with, not gonna lie. Oh, that is a low braid, backing away. I don't think Silly quite got the pin in there in time. It was just a split second behind the opportunity that awaited them, and it actually ends up putting them in a bad spot. The great rotation out of Braden Company around Hodel, just a little bit of a loop-de-loop. And it was just enough to catch Silly Billy overstepping with their hand in the cookie jar. First fight will go to the defensive burger wall. How do we think about the ticker up while we're in a game? I won't do it for Faceit. I think it'd be too much to have up for Faceit League. But just for the nature of this community tournament, I think kind of having the information up at all times might be valuable. Y'all let me know. If it's too much, I can always just turn it off. I honestly don't mind the overlap with the logos. You think the info is good? Okay, cool. Eyes are coming up on a photon barrier. I don't know that. I mean, does that, you get aggressive with that? I don't know. Mikey's already down. May not need anything here defensively. Braden just anchors themselves on the cart. Now, Zispa is able to pick up one. What happened? What happened? Oh, yeah, you still have Merit Fan up in this high ground. Eyes are still around and kicking as well. There's no supports left here. Silly Billy's able to get topped up there from the rejuvenating wave. The photon barrier does come into play from Iser, just trying to help hold on to this point. I think it's just to buy time for reinforcements to show up. Iser's able to teleport away just in the nick of time to stay alive. But the objective is eventually forfeited. No chance for a recontest, I don't really think. Merit Fan's down. Burger Walk will give it up. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Like, if we're sitting here watching the games, well, see, that my thinking is, like, let you know that we'll start at the same time tomorrow. We'll address after this map. I won't worry about it right now. I appreciate the feedback, though. I like where we're finding this. Shout out to lands from Silly Billy. And Zispa's going to fight, too, on the back of that with the Tectonic. Good times keep rolling here for Snipes. Full bank of check marks really across the board. See what Braden can do with this shatter. Can you save the map with a giant slam right here and now? Zispa's already put Merit Fan off the map somewhere. The shatter does fine too, but Mikey is just pouring damage in with this Sojourn. And we are headed to point C. Now an overclock is available for both of our Sojas. We did have two ults invested in that previous fight. In the form of Kitsu and Slam out of this defensive Burger Walk. Merit Fan's OC pretty much just kited away. Penguin now layers in Amp Matrix. Good Fire Strike out of Braid. They're able to pick up one, and Izer's able to pick up one. And this defense will hold. Layering in the two ultimates. Beautiful photon barrier out of Izer. Gets value against both the slam as well as the OC. Now let's take Tecton Shock layered in the corner. Slowly's down, trying to press this issue. You got the drill though. Izer getting just murdered, bullied around by it. But this fight has gone the way of the Burger Walk defense. There are trades, yes, for the attacking squad, but not nearly enough. Braden is going to be the last bastion on point. Penguin Low is forced to back away. Reinforcements showing up quickly here from Snakes. They decided they're not back quick enough to try to take out a fast fight, an off-balance fight. Everybody stabilizes. Ant Matrix in play. We get a cheeky little fire strike through here. I should have got to it sooner. Watch for the Zispa to... Yep, that's going to be Zispa up top with the Tidal Blast. Shatter from Braden gets blocked as soon as it's in play from both teams. And Court Swallow finds a huge pick, canceling the OC of Merit Fan. That might just be the 2-1 lead right there. Silly Billy with a fire strike. Put the cap on Kings. Snakes win it on the Burger Walk map pick to take the 2-1. Leprechaun. Leprechaun, you're giving out the dad jokes here. Let's see, was this the very end here? Yeah, you betcha. You can see the cancel on that OC. Yeah, gorgeous. Just gorgeous. All right. Boom. Boom. Get your scoreboard fixed. Here, let's get you some Preds. Let's get you some Preds. I kind of don't mind the escort hybrid flashpoint thing. Like, we go through these kind of more meticulous, a little bit more position based, I'd say, as far as back and forth and like kind of an attack and defend almost style. We go through that like all early, and then we're coming up on a little bit more faster pace style maps towards the end. So just the way this accidentally played out that way. Escort is supposed to be map 5. But these two teams messed up because it's, it's a brand new tournament. First match. It was the first map pick. All right, we had a new Junk City pick, and we're going to get a Venture band out. And then a Bat ban. So we're taking the BAP off the table. That's an interesting ban there out of Snakes. Okay, okay. I'm trying to write all these down since we're doing all this manually. That way I've got record of who banned what and what maps we went to. All right, sweet. Let's get into map 4. Let's go. Let's go. So both teams have now banned 2 DPS and 2 supports. And it's gone the other way. Snake started off with the DPS bans and have gone into the support bans here in the past 2 maps, or including this map. Including this Baptiste ban that we're seeing here. Both teams running Lucio Kiri. Both teams running... oh, no. Only Burger has the Symmetra. But, you know what? Good pick from Mikey, and that extra rotation cooldown I don't think is going to become a factor. So it's going to be the Mei versus the Sim are kind of your big differences here. Big B, how are we feeling about the other Big B? Oh, Billy's been fantastic. Billy's been fantastic. Been a great opening Reinhardt duel. You kid between Braden and Billy, this has been a fantastic opening duel. Probably the best venture map in the game. Yeah, fair. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Good call. Good call. Oh my! There's slamming the day so far out of Billy. Oh my God! That's a 5-player massacre out of silly Billy. Big slam, big slam. Oh my goodness! That's there. That's what we're turning my camera on for that one. That's it. Wow! Whoa! All right, that's it. We're getting cam on for this tourney. We gotta have cam. This tournament calls for free cam. You get this one for free. I still don't want it like big on the screen. All right, this fantastic 5-player slam play. That's the kind of stuff that you need to be focusing on. Bull Skunk is your hero? Yes, I am. I'm on fire too. Oh, I was. All right. The slam of the tournament there so far out of Billy. Good lord. Good lord. All right, we got Blizzard out of Zispa. It's gonna be Merit Fan with the Deadeye. Take some high ground. We're gonna get up close. OC out of Mikey. Fine Saint at 99. Tried to get a wallet from Iser, who swapped over to a May of their own, by the way. But oh, that wall was just disgusting. Zispa doing Braden dirty. Snakes have control. We're just looking at staggers right now. Now if someone pays for cam, does it turn off? That's a funny question. It's funny, like, get that out of here. Get your stupid face out of here. And Zispa did not have to use Blizzard. Only the OC of Mikey was invested in that previous fight. It's going to be an early slam. Lands right on a Braden. The sound barrier will not save you as both Reins end up off the side. The Blizzard was in. Out of Burger. They're able to play it up after the Reins decided to go have a play date elsewhere. Alright. Sorry, I'm starving. Starving Marvin. I can feel my blood sugar crashing in real time. Alright, let's keep on this big slam incoming. There it is! Oh, but the counter pin. What a save. What a save out of silly Billy. Oh, it goes through one to pin another. The perfect fire strike. I don't know, we may be looking at a name change. We're going to Savage Billy. We're going to Savage Billy after that display. Are you kidding me? Oh, look at the ambush. Look at the ambush. gets the pin, gets 2 with the slam. He's gonna get pinned away. Braden might be able to try to save this. No shot. No, you cannot save it. You cannot save this from the clutches of Savage Billy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, before the point even unlocks. Disgusting. Let's go. All right, keep an eye on the sound barrier. Saint does have a significant lead on this one. We got to get some good support ultimates for Burger Walk to claw their way back into this series. This is their final flashpoint. They have no more room to give. And Zispa's going to open up double DPS ultimates, invested out of Snakes. That's a lot of damage into Braden. Not be able to save their tank. Either's in trouble. Just fight win after fight win after fight win. Silly Billy's 24-1, leading the server by a country mile in damage right now. Kitsu in play out of Snakes. We do have the match out of Iser, excuse me, the Blizzard in out of Iser as well. 3 ultimates. You better get a kill for 3 ultimates, damn it. It's not clean. But Burger Walk get one. They get themselves some control. One sound barrier could just win this all. One shatter could do it too against 3. The reverse slam is not going to be enough. Braden ends up off the side. That's a Silly Billy. It's quite the boot there from Saint. Oh, can Merit save the game? This series rests in your hands with this overclock. The point flips. The OT in play. Iser and company trying to make their way back. Saint dancing around on the point, trying to hold. You have Saint and Merit just trying to hold on to this thing. Braden is back. The point is saved, but Saint goes down. It's only a momentary salvation. A beautiful wall might just be the end of Braden. Braden is not going down alone. They'll take a friend with them for the 3rd time this map, something like that. But Snakes take the map, take the series, and win our first series here in the Durpee Duel. The ever elusive map 5 will stay elusive here, but we don't start with a 3-0, right? Which I'll take. Hey, it's just group stage. It's just group stage. So, there's one of 3 matches tonight. We'll determine which of our 32 teams will make it into our top 16 single elim bracket tomorrow. Let's see, we have some bracket status. Looks like we can look at on this other side. Oh yeah, of course, Painting Sugar. Okay, this is a lot of fun. This is great. This is great. So, something we were talking about earlier, they do play within their own group. So the wording on the rules here, where it says we'll play 3 other groups in their bracket, that should have read, I think, we'll play 3 other teams in their group, I think is how that should have read. But that does confirm that. You can see on the far left-hand side, we do have Group B. Is Snakes, Burger Walk, Minion down mid, which is some of the other players from Emotel Mid, which is the other half of Emotel Mid that's not UTD. I don't know, Pauline, I think was Pauline gonna go to UTD anyway. And then Jumbo Jits, which is a great name. So all part of Group B. Snakes will have the one over there. Let's see what's. I guess we'll have to wait for them to report things. Oh, one thing I want to keep handy is our map pool, just in case. So you have Lejong, Nepal, Oasis, and Samoa as our control map pool here. We're going to get Oasis picked out of Let's Go OD, and they're going to ban May. And we're going to get Lucio ban on the other side. Twink Magnet and Meow 30303333. Thank you so much for the follows. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. They're scared of numbers, May. Right out of the gate. Right out of the gate. All right. I think the stage is set. We're ready for your second match. We're ready to get into Oasis here to kick it off. Honestly, nighttime Oasis is so beautiful. All right, so once again, was a Reinhardt only tournament. You cannot ban the Rein. You can, there's no role protect with the ban, so you could have like 2 DPS banned out in the same map. Other than that, everything goes as you might expect here. It's going to be a first of 3 loser pick from throughout the series. The higher seed, which was Let's Go OD. Did get first map pick and first hero ban here to kick things off on Oasis. Bastion and Vendetta permanently banned. Not playable here in this tournament, either as any other tank. But we have seen a couple of interesting combinations of DPS heroes, including the Sombra and the Soldier, both on the battlefield here on Oasis. Not on the same team, mind you. Although that's not completely unheard of, I don't suppose. I don't know, is this a double hit scan comp? This feels more like Entity playing as a flex DPS, right? Playing with that speed, trying to play some round rotations, but they get popped early. Kaori just goes pinning right in towards coastal side. Let's Go D tries to collapse in. Kaori will end up going down though. I think bit off more than they can chew. Coast belongs to 6-7 Dragons. As does First Control. You're only allowed to have 2 champ players per team, which is kind of interesting. I wish I knew who exactly was the champ player on either side. I mean, I imagine Kaori is there for OD. Kaori from... We've been casted in... been basically for quite some time now. Live under the Wizard Cats in earlier days, what is now in Control in more recent times. Dank Brian I'm not as familiar with. It's going to be an EMP prompting a Valk. Yes, there is a Mercy on the battlefield. But the after EMP is more than enough to win the fight. They're able to solidify that. Oop. Hack interrupted by a quick spin, but Brian's now getting surrounded as Kaori immediately pushes out. Even just the threat of the hack was enough to put Dank Brian back into the spawn. Oh, and After's gonna hack their Mega. Dude, that's just mean. That's a mean Mega to take away from him. Now, what are we looking at? You have an orbital ray to work with here? Could just, I mean, Face will tank right into a Kitsune rush with that. Oh, but Kaori, the big pin, the big slap, takes down Dank Brian with the hammer. No, there's just not enough heals in. Another good fight when they're out of Let's Go Open Division. Oh, I think Cardiacs might have just AJ'd that Tidal Blast trying to save Island. It was a great orbital. But yeah, you're able to get both support outs out. Yeah, Cameron even tries to Kitsu into that. I know the kill feed kind of broke my brain for a moment on that one. But Cameron gets the Kitsu out, tries to use a Kitsu there, but there's just not enough to come back through. The orbital attack vibes ends up being a pretty mean combo. What do you know? What do you know? Thank Brian looking for the shatter, but a 4-player EMP is going to land from after. And that puts Dank Brian down. And the overclock from Island layered in on top. Beautiful shot, 5 numbers. Jumping in to see if they can find this Mercy as well. Brain EXE has stopped working. Would you like to close the application? Yes, please. Do I need to just shut it down? Just shut it down. Oh my goodness, the counter pin. Dank Brian just can't seem to get anything go their way. They're going to turn the corner, slams right into the shield. Once again, After continues to just harangue them with a hack after a hack. Now going to go try to chase down Yukari Poi, maybe? That's a tough one to pronounce, at least right out of the gate, just off of initial read. Oh, trying to keep their team alive here late in the fight. It seemingly is Let's Go Open Division on top. They will take this first round.
Score 1-0. Ready for battle.
I'm glad those commands came in useful. Okay, we're still getting some fun Mercy Soldier shenanigans. Very quick rotation here for Let's Go Open Division. Everybody just counterclockwise moves around the map. This will give Let's Go OD a power position on this high ground. Particularly with the Sojourn kind of entrenched up here. You got Sojourn and the Wuyong. And let's not forget how much damage that Wuyong can put out. Ooh, Kaor did not get the... Okay, did get the benefits of the rejuvenating. Still, it may not be enough. Entity is able to get on the angle. Use that extra speed of the Soldier to get behind the shield. Comes up with 2 in this fight, or at least heavy contributor on it 2. There's the second final blow. And Old Man Legs, I mean, working well here for 6-7 Dragons. At least in this opening fight. Jake trying to build up the rest of that. So one good fire strike might have done it. Well, that's a pin, though. Oh, Kaori puts him in the dirt. Dank Brian got a little greedy trying to stick around. Build up some of that old charge. And ends up eating a short-range pin. Those short-range pins can be very difficult to land properly. Kaori hit that one square on the nose. Well, that's a tough target. Oh, is Mercy? Who's going to be your target here after? Who are you after? It's the Juno. We're not able to quite lock in the one clip. Numbers is going to go and throw in a Deadeye as the team moves on to the point. The car point does end up going down, which means it's only Mercy here. Kaori takes an opportunity to drop a 3-man slam. Big slam! And is typing? Are we typing? I love the Atlantic skin, by the way. about the two. I don't know about the two. I'm not as high on the train conductor. I'm not as high on conductor. I'm just not. I do respect the conductor with the light rail hammer, though. I can't argue with the Atlantic All-Star skin. This is a classic. Like, this with gold hammer is just classic. Deadeye in play, or excuse me, Tack Visor in play. But numbers already picks up too, and he's gonna pile a lot of power. And that's 6-7 Dragons winning a nice little team fight. Now, they're also, Choo Choo is pretty awesome. Like, when you pin, I get it. Also, you know, those are, I don't know, you consider Atlantic, like, that's not really a specialty skin. It's not like, you know, the high dollar skins. So it could be like base level skins also, I think that would also have to come into play. Because, I mean, just Optimus Rein alone. I mean, Optimus Rein is really good. And of course, I'm a big fan of Minotaur, but that's just, you know, it's on brand. It's on brand for me to have the Minotaur skin. It was a good overclock there on Island, and we're going to get a flip here out of Let's Go OD. I used the Atlantic skin for years, though. Years and years. I rocked that skin. Tank Prime with a good shatter. Almost canceled the Kitsu. I'm honestly surprised the Kitsu even hit the battlefield. But once again, the Orbital seems to play very well in the Kitsune Rush. Even if the 3-man giant gargantuan shatter doesn't land, I think the Orbital would have been enough. But it does. And that was a very convincing fight. And you're able to save Deadeye and a Valkyrie for the next fight. We actually got Cardiac's Invest, the title blast into that? I did not see that. Ooh. Optimus Ride's pretty sick. It really is, Warden. Conductor is available with a code. Nice, nice. Oh, I was talking earlier. Oh, about just how much damage this Wuyong puts out. Oh, and Cardiacs gets the Mercy, too. Both players with the ultimate numbers is going to try to find revenge with that Deadeye. And it works out. Tank Brian's able to move in, pick up a couple of kills, and see if we can force this on over to University. We'll see you in round 3. That is the University. That's why I should have panned the camera sooner. With the big tall tower in the background, that is actually the University. Fresh cup of tea. Wow, that's noise outside. What the hell is that? I'm worried somebody like ran into something with their car. What the hell just happened outside? Good lord. All right, we won't worry about that right now. Pin in on the Kaori, and that is just going to be the end of the ride. No, the save! Cardiacs gets the wave in just in time. Island's able to find the pick. Punish Entity as they look to... Oh, and punishes numbers too. What a shot. Tank Brian will find a little consolation prize in the form of the Genji. And we're still going to get a Let's Go OD fight win here. They've got control of the point. Reinforcements are starting to return, I will say. Kaori is able to back up. Remember, After got killed late, so... After is not in this fight. Cardiac's able to find an equalizer. How do you... Whoa, all right. All right, got into the off the side with a tidal blast. Are you kidding me? Come on. Come on. Oh, gets another one. Gets the Carpoi. Cardiacs. Might be making a good excuse or a good case, should I say, for a Wuyong ban here in map 2. Holy hell. That's gonna be on this right-hand side. You can layer it in and overclock if you wanted to, but you've got the shield broke. Tank Brian down after just dancing in the back line. Great fight win. Cartier. Is that what it's supposed to be? Is it actually Cartier with just an X on the end? Is that... Am I saying it wrong as Cardiacs? Oh, no, I like Cartier. That's great. All right. Shatter v. Shatter. Let's go. This is what we're here for. Who's got it? Tidal Blast. After's going to get 2. Pulls out the blade. The Shatter did not land from Dank, but it was just superfluous. It was a red herring to the Tidal Blade to throw it into the back line. After does get picked, overstepping. But at 89%, you can't help but wonder if it was enough. Kaori Shatter does not hit anything. Orbital thrown onto the point. Pin does land. Entity gets Island with the attack visor, though. Able to regroup. As the Orbital Ray from Yukari Poi was more than enough to keep Dink Bride alive through the pit. We don't get the Echo swap. All right, we're playing with an Echo. We saw a little bit of Echo, what, round 2? Map 2 of our first series. Well, yeah, they were surrounding Kaor. Luckily, they're able to escape over to Cameron where we get a Kitsune Rush tossed in. Ooh, Entity's down. Falcon play. We're looking for the res. We're going to swoop in. Nope, nope, nope. Not going to try to get that one. Island finds, too, with the OC. There's a third at the very end to cap it out. Let's go Open Invasion. I'll take map 1. Am I crazy for missing the Maga Echo Reaper Man? A little bit. I don't know. There was that the... I kind of like that one. That was a little bit more like dive-oriented Maga meta. Like that was the fast-paced Maga meta. Not the like... The fast-paced Maga meta was fun. Not the just staring at each other Maga meta. That was not as fun. But the ground dive Maga is actually pretty fun to watch. Where you really do have to have good control of your is it overrun? Yeah, your overrun. Sorry, a bit of a sound clash there. I can choose your Preds. So I called it ground dive. It's not, see, to me, Brawl's a little bit more holding, like, yeah, it was brawling and playing for copy. I mean, like, I suppose that what your definition is of Brawl. To me, Brawl is more cooldown oriented than that. It wasn't quite as, like, everybody kind of converging at once. Huge gifties. Thank you, Warden. Thank you, Warden, for the big gifties. That's why I called it ground dive, because it was like everybody kind of converged on a target, but it wasn't like staging like you would on a traditional dive. But it was more all cooldowns in at once and try, like, find and assassinate a target. I mean, yeah, you did play for, you know, once you got into old cycles and was playing for copy, it was a little bit different. But I don't think it was even quite the same as, like, your bubble Wraith form alternating kind of cooldowns like we see with the Zarya Reaper. I feel like the Maga version of that was a lot more, like, all in all at once and see if you can get kills with it. That's why I called it ground dive. I really appreciate the gifties. They're huge. Thank you once again, Warden. Really appreciate that. I know it's arguing semantics as far as the terminology. It's fun to me to talk about. Like, there's no right or wrong as far as I'm concerned with that. I'm just kind of making up stuff. Let's see. We had an Eichenwalde pick here out of 6-7 Dragons. They do ban the Wuyong. And we, okay. We're also going to see the first double support band of the night.
Traveling to Icon. Initiating match.
We got a Mercy band. Mercy actually banned out. There from OD. All right, let's get into map 2. Anything other than the big O meta. Yeah, fair. That's the staring contest. I mean, kind of a similar, like, that's like more classic Brawl, right? Where it's like, who can hold on to your cooldowns the longest. Same thing with Eraser, which makes Eraser, you know, it's just like becoming a little bit of a slog. It's like whoever can hold on to gold the longest typically wins the Eraser matchup. You got none of that here. This is a Rein-only tournament. 6-7 dragons. We're going into a May Soldier look this time around. With the Mercy band, we are going to get... I don't know this player's name. I'm so sorry. I might be able to figure it out. Hold on. Let me see if I can figure this out real quick. No, it's still... It's... I want to say that's Korean lettering. It doesn't actually. I'm not sure that it is. It almost looks a little too complicated. No, I think that is Korean lettering. I don't know for sure. I don't have a name. I don't have a Romanized name for you. I'm sorry, friends. After a very quick one and done here on the attack, we it is Korean. Yeah. It did, okay, it did look like Korean. I know with the Chinese languages, there's so many characters that they've got very complicated look. It looks like they just look very different. Oh my god, Cartier comes falling out of the sky. Finds that pick. And I felt like Japanese characters, they just have their own style to, like, Japanese and Korean, like, both are a little more simple compared to the Chinese languages, but they do have like their own, I don't know, there's a certain. It's just purely the aesthetic and like the artist in me, like, like I don't know. It's just me doing my best to try to differentiate. There's all there is to it. What a slam! Uh-oh! That was a potential slam of the day from Kaori. Oh my, that was a big one. That was a 5-player monster of an Earth Shatter. Well, our Korean Ana friend got to sleep in there, but that's about all they were able to get done. Otherwise, this defense has been all open division so far. Oh, no! The jump around pin from Kaori. Our Atlantic Rein continues to shine. And already about 2.5 minutes eaten off the clock here, just holding the cart right at the entrance to the town. I guess the entrance inside the castle walls. All right, we got Nano, we've got Orbital to work with. Oh, but you've already lost a player. Well, Cameron! Cameron's just playing spy here from TF2, but a great wall will claim Kaori. This should be the beginning of the end for this defense. Orbital kind of just thrown in on the point. Still struggling to keep Dink Brian alive. All right, there comes Yukari Poi. Like, fine, if the Orbital's not enough to keep you alive, we'll come with some torpedoes. We'll get it done. Rocking the Christmas outfit, too. Wrong, Pop. Nano Boost thrown on to take Brian. They stand up from the shatter. Actually, I'm sure they're here by the shatter. Yeah, and China characters can represent entire words. Yes, exactly. Same characters also used in Japanese. There were 10,000. Japan has also other alphabets alongside kanji, which are sounds rather than words. Hiragana and katakana. And Korean has its own alphabet, which represents sounds rather than words. Correct. Right. An image is worth 1,000 words. It's true. It's true. It's what makes, to me, what makes Korean actually looks recognizable. It actually looks like an alphabet. Like, you see the same characters, right? I studied it for a little bit. And I took a lot of Taekwondo as a kid. So it's like, you know, like, wouldn't have been long before esports. Like, I knew how to do alphabet and count and some basic alphabet stuff. But counting and all the words that I'd know for martial arts stuff. But I was exposed to Korean barbecue, Korean food. It wasn't really Korean barbecue at the time. This is before that. But so that's why I even felt even remotely confident being like, wait a minute, those look like Korean characters. Even calling it at all. But no, that's really cool insight. That's really cool insight. I love learning about language. I wish I knew more. Beautiful shot out of after to start things off. Numbers has a blizzard thrown on the bridge. But the rotation from the defense? Okay, we do get back to prevent the cap. OTM play. Defense cleans up here on the bottom side of your screen, leaving a very lonely Dink Brian at the top. Cart stops here. What are the perks? I know some like the shield bash, some like the swing. Yeah, see, there you go. G Fighter just confirming. Yeah, just very much his personal preference. I've noticed that. Now, does anybody use the charge? Does anybody use the one, like, what do you get, health or your shield back when you charge? I don't think anybody uses that. I think everybody likes the fire strike reset, right? It is kind of fitting going here for a Ryan battle. One could say this is more, you know, this is canonically more the home of Reinhardt than King's Row, even though King's Row may be, like, gameplay-wise, more the home of Reinhardt. But I like it. I like it coming back to Eichenwalde for a little Rein v. Rein. Okay. We're going back in with the double hit scan look, the double range DPS. It's Overwatch. You know my meaning when I say double hit scan. It's not quite, I guess, double sniper. I think double sniper is less descriptive than double hit scan in this case, or is less accurate even. Oh yeah, Entity tried to take on that duel. Meanwhile, the rest of this defense was able to handle Kaori. So Entity is just momentarily trying to fight off both DPS, but does not escape their clutches. Both After and Island are able to swing, pick up that kill, keep things interesting here. And they managed to batter down the defense. After lands a good headshot onto Numbers. And let's go Open Division will end up winning out the point.
Objective lost. Stop the payload.
Okay, I got punished for that one. There's still lots of time to work with. Entity finding Cameron is just further buying time here for this defense. And they're just going to go ahead and everybody jumps down off the high ground and try to set up. Ooh, look at it. Look at Yukari Poi. Was dancing it over the top of that. In the double hit scan, no less. The Judo dancing over the top of the wall, get some extra damage in, get the rest of this overdrive or this orbital ready to go. Now we're going to get the Kitsu and the Dragons tossed in. Yukari Poi, you know, that effort has been rewarded. Gets the kill on a Cartier. Orbital Ray thrown in. You've lost Numbers, but Dick Bryant's going to find two with the Shatter. And that's more than enough to keep this defense stabilized. We're in group stage right now, G-Fighter. I don't know if the brackets can be updated. Look if the group stage wins have been updated. They were still showing 0-0 last I saw. All right, Kaori's now got a Shatter. Let's go. What you got? I'm going to try to get this in before the Nano, before the Blizzard comes out. That Blizzard at the top of that stairwell could be nasty. Yep. And we're going to see Kaori does not want any of that smoke. Heads up to the high ground. Then have to play through that tight choke into a Blizzard. Oop, here comes the team. Shatter makes it around the shield to find one. Numbers goes down. We will not see the Blizzard here, but you do have a defensive overclock from Entity. After one of two victims claimed by that OC, Cartier will sneakily take the cart around the corner. They're going to have to... okay. Trades places with Kaori. Just a little swap. Like, haha, that was actually a Reinhardt here. Cameron finds two. What the hell? Uh-oh. This defense is in trouble. Cameron might have just delivered match point here. What a play out of the Kiriko. We heard a rumor of the Numbers May. We got to make a return here in map 2 after being banned in map 1. Wasn't enough. Not enough here for 6-7 Dragons. Yeah, I was worried this hadn't been updated yet. After I didn't even want to play for Flashpoint. We're going to get pick and ban out of 6-7 Dragons here, heading into map 3. Uncapped subathon day 8. Wow, damn, Durpee. I didn't know this was capping off an 8-day subathon. Ridiculous. Oh, hey, we got Silly Billy in the squad playing their second matchup. They're taking on the oh, what team is that? It's like the other EDM squad. So that's MDM. That's what it is. That's what MDM. We got Coach Woods. You got Coach Woods playing tank. Snakes, which is, you know, they got a couple of players from the Spa there who are a pretty top contender here, an NA expert for Face It League. We saw them in our first match. They took the 3-1. That was over Burger Walk. Hey, Coach Woods got the better end of Silly Billy just there. I don't know, y'all saw, maybe use the shatter. But Coach Woods got the better end of Silly Billy. All right, we get Carrie and Juno bands. I'll get that plugged in for you. All right, we're ready to get to map 2 over here, or map 3, rather. We're heading some Atlas. We don't get Atlas very often. Not when we see a whole lot on this stream.
Initial flashpoint. Station.
Okay. I think it's one of the few Tracer appearances after going back into it. We did see it a little bit in map 1 on Oasis. Well. Carry Forens fights first blood here on Atlas. Numbers already low. Kaori's going to pin way back into the back line. Oh, try to just turn tail and run. We'll end up getting caught out down low. Numbers comes up with the pick. We will have first cap from open division, but 6-7 Dragons will get this right back. Oh, after with a nasty assassination. No way. Oh, that was gross. Oh, can't quite get the shots in down on numbers. And return to the point, look for a quick flip. Pulse in the pocket. Ooh, numbers locates Island with an icicle. Island with an icicle. Oh, after his one. And it cleans up. 6-7 Dragons back in control. They got the numbers made. Once again, the numbers made. Now, this is a very close quarters map in general. Island is caught by that shatter. It's this blizzard I'm really looking at, though. You're able to catch KOR with it, courtesy of a beautiful wall. I don't know that you needed both DPS ults. There was a cheeky little flip underneath us all, but 6-7 dragons will get this point right back. Did I give you a Preds from F3? I did give you a Preds, right? No, I didn't. Crap.
We can't let them take the objective.
Oh, big slam. I heard the tunnel blast come out there. Did not see anything come of it. We're going to flip here at 75%. This is going to go down to one final fight. We do get the touch there from Yukari Poi. I was going to go ahead and just going to fly in and sneakily keep this going, but you're already down one. These numbers and Dank Brian make their way onto the objective. Try to and successfully batter through KOR before the DPS ults hit the battlefield. Overclock, able to grab one. He forced the Cryo Freeze out of numbers. Numbers comes out of the frozen state to get a kill, but it's not enough to swing the point.
Next flashpoint, town center.
Watch for the numbers, Blizzard here. Good counter pin as Roy tried to do the jump around the corner. Cameron looking to sneak all the way around, though, with this Coalescence. Numbers hits the ice block. Brian hits the shatter. After all that, we do get the Blizzard in to try to win out a 4v5 losing entity somewhere through the mix. Woo! The Odd is able to escape down, but our Korean support players still can't quite stay enough. Got the Lucio with that sleep! Oh my! Keeping them from chasing down Dank Brian. What a sleep! That was ridiculous. Otherwise, Cartier is able to escort Island to chase down that Reinhardt. But you just slept the speed out of the equation. Try to enable for a quick recontest here from 6-7 Dragons. Cameron tried to once again sneak in behind, but Entity had he sniffed out this time. And then it'll just be KOR going to the point. We'll hold on to it for a handful of extra percentage. Good OC out of Entity.
Cybernetic innovation at its finest.
Entity leading the server in damage right now, 6,000. Nano boost here for 6-7 Dragons. So hold on to this. We'll keep an eye on Yukari Poi. Actually, a pretty good answer for the Tracer. Woo! Slide out from Entity to disable Pulse. Cartier leaps in to get that kill to keep the Nano out of the fight, but unfortunately, they're going to have to trade the opportunity for a sound barrier for it. Let's go. OD moves in to take the objective. Pin for counter pin. Both rides. Shatter gets booped up. The Shatter will not land. Coalesce is in play from both sides as well. Good Maywall, though, means Kaori has to just keep shield up. Try to rotate back and around. Dank Brian does have a Shatter to answer with. Will they have the time to use it? They get the Nano. The Shatter available, but they will never get to throw it down. They're pinned off the point. They still get the kill, but they lose the objective. A slight C9 and a chaotic final fight. 2-0 lead for Let's Go Open Division at the end of the day. Pin, counter pin. An easy bait for the Blizzard. You can see it's just thrown directly on top of Kaori. Prompting a slight bit of irritation, we'll say, out of Kaori at the end of that one. Oh! This time Kaori just goes pitting into a shatter. Uh-oh. Dank Brian, a shield bash enjoyer, by the way, here. Heads up to the high ground here. He uses the shield bash for repositioning, which I can understand just having a second repositioning tool as a Rein. I mean, just big difference maker. Does not get the shield or the bash up in time for that one, but a defensive Maywall keeps them in this. Still, Cameron's able to burn through one with this Coalescence, and Kaori sends numbers off the side. A broken fight here. 6-7 Dragons trying to hold on to the series. They don't have no more grace. No more grace periods on Atlas. There's the sideways jump down pin. Actually, a fairly technical move. Bride connects with to secure the kill on the Kaori and the fire strike on the Cartier. Successful defense, a successful hold. Although, lots of percentage for Let's Go Open Division through that. Oh, Benjamin, you're perfectly welcome. Thank you so much. I appreciate the kind words. That's awesome of you to say. That's really nice to hear. Oh, just got destroyed. Are they going to regret not throwing the nano in? I don't think so. Island was able to claim one, if not two kills through that exchange. We got two with that exchange. But we'll get the point capped here. Okay, well, so is the resort to the left? It is indeed. You can see Island and After already set up. Cameron is behind the plate as well, giving chase. Creating a bit of a kill box here. Be cautious. Double support ults. I mean, we're looking at nearly 5 ultimates online. 4, 6, 7. Oh, the sleep! The kill on to After. Yukari Poi is able to get this Coalescence into the mix. And it's just all you need. Of the 5 ultimates available, that was the only one required to grab first cap and win this fight with. Double check in on our damage and such. Entity still towards the top, but Dank Brian has taken top damage in the lobby, currently 28-2. A lot of ultimates, and I mean, honestly, enough for 6-7 Dragons to really cycle this over the next couple of flashpoints. With the Blizzard initially thrown onto Kaori, once again, they're just going to use that to secure a kill onto the Reinhardt. Actually, double down in a beautiful 3-piece here out of Entity. Doubling down on DPS ultimates, as a matter of fact, is the full expression of that thought. So Nano Boost and Shatter here to hold on to it. There we go. Here we go. What you've been waiting for this tournament, Battle of the Shatters. This is what it all comes down to. Mono y mono, Reinhardt. Reinhardt. Dates in around the corner. Coalescence in play. Cameron's able to find the Nano Boost. Importantly, and a lot of this is staying with it. Kaori will not connect on that pin. Dank Brian trying to dance around with only the orb heals. Stay in conjunction with their Moira, but just cannot keep the dance going. And the 99 fight slips through the fingers of Dragons. Neither Shatter was eventually used, despite my fantastic setup on that. I mean, come on, it was pretty dramatic, right? Right? We're going to get the Nano Boost invested in here. Shield Bash trying to chase the Sojourn. You've gotten the slide out. That call's been made. After trades themselves to plant a pulse, though. Meanwhile, Dink Bryant just kind of out of the fight. Sound barrier re-engaged. Looks like Torian could decide to jump down, and they realize it's an isolated Dink Bryant, but the coalescence from Yukari Poi, more than enough to help keep their tank alive. OC from Island does find Entity. And this is forced a 2v2 left on this point. After finds the tank, numbers goes down. That's just gonna be it. It was down to the wire. Oh, we might get a final last touch here. There's a last gasp for Rome 6-7 Dragons to try to hold on to the series, but they can't make it back in time. It'll be Let's Go Open Division with a 3-0 here for their second match of the Durpee Duel. Contender skin, respect. Respect the contender skin. Let's go. It's looking like it's Pristine Guardians versus Rein. Yes, that's exactly what we're seeing here. They did not give me a chance to to get set up, I'm afraid. All right, I'll fix the scoreboard. Let's go ahead and get it. I'll figure out bans and stuff as we get in here. Because I don't even know which team is which. I just got an invite that started.
5, 4,
Okay, so
1.
Reincart 64 is Momway Skitsu's this team. Okay. Oh yeah, Ame on this team as well. Okay. Ame from Crimson's. And that's Reincart. All right, so that's this team. One of my favorite games. I love me some Reincart. As far as like while you're waiting kind of games. All right, so great name also, Reincart 64. Great name. I approve. And then, so that means they are taking on Pristine Guardians. We're just going Pristine G. I don't think Pristine Guardians will fit. I owe you some bonds. Let's see. There was a Sojourn ban. I don't know what the other ban is. The Hoshin I casted with for Arius. Oh, amazing. That's awesome. Also, Moda May, I believe, also dropped a follow. Thank you so much. Okay, is it supposed to be like Priestine? Like the car? Yeah, wait, we'll see if Guardians will fit. It looked like it may fit actually. I know there was a Soj ban. I have no idea what the other ban was. Oh! Why only got one with that slam?
Adaptive circuits engaged. Baptiste.
Okay, let's get locked in here. The Juno ban is not real, I don't think. Well, let's see if we can figure out ban. You can repeat bans since you only have, you can do like 2 DPS. So we saw Tracer's pick there. Maybe an Echo ban? Could be an Echo ban. We're getting Genji cast, and we're getting Genji cast for both sides. There's a blade out of Genga Diddle. Actually gets 3 layered in with the sound barrier. Look like I might try to get their blade into that, but did not get the beat from Rhett. Very little English class to go around. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Still working on Face It in the French Championship, though. Hey, let's go. Hey, you know what? Keeping it going. Susie Sound Barrier out of Rhett and Company will help protect against the Shatter out of Siren. Boop. Boop. We'll get an overtime fight win here out of Rein card 64. Zame with a nice little finish there on the blobs. Help with the cleanup.
Let's try something new.
We're trying to hide behind the pillar. Whoop. Just huddle up, get as tight as you can. Skitsu with the response. Sneaks in behind the Ant Matrix of Banana. Oh, it finds both supports. That's how that was supposed to go. Ame there for the cleanup. Gets the pair of DPS on the back of it. And that might just be the map. That's a full gong of death. Oops. There at the very end. Monway might have just caused enough to deny a touch and will indeed secure this opening round.
Score 0-1. Ready for battle.
The Bomba Clat.
Round 2. Capture the objective.
You see Rhett and Sparkle Dog both bounce around at the top, looking for an opportunity, perhaps for a boop. Monway goes down though. It's Blobs who actually comes up with a pair. That'll give first fight over to Pristine Guardian. Wait, was that Guardians with a... Was that plural? Wait a minute. Yes, that is supposed to be Guardians, plural, sorry. Nearing the release of a small tool for solo productions, a little standalone app, Stream Deck plugin, and also to tap into the Face API to get bans and stuff. Perhaps. Perhaps indeed. Taps into the API Face it to auto get bans. That's fascinating. I'll happily take a look. That sounds amazing. Ooh, a couple shots can't connect. The pin puts it both of our casters end up off the map, or excuse me, end up in the respawn. It's Curry who ends up off the map. I mean, I kind of have my own setup and stuff, right? So I don't know if it would work for the setup that I have and I use, because I have my own overlays and stuff. But happy to take a look. There's a boop out of Rhett. Curian's up down below, separated from the team. Sparkle Dog will not get that Ant Matrix in. What a great retake there out of Rein Card 64. Or what a great, excuse me, not retake, but second fight. Yeah, that was a hell of a boop. Dang it, It'll does have a blizzard coming into this. It was not an echo band, by the way, so we were wrong in that. I don't know what second band was. I thought if we were going to see one, we might have seen it on Shrine, but... Alright, that's Blizzard Sound Barrier, Deadeye. Oh, Bobs gets 3! It's the Shatter from Syria. It was really all 5 ultimates thrown in. They're from Pristine Guardian, so you sure shit better win that fight if you're going to throw in all 5! Holy hell! We've seen Tracer, Genji, like genuinely, the Soj is pretty obvious. I do not know what our second ban is. We've seen Mei, we've seen Echo, Lucio Kier, Bap, Juno maybe? Juno, maybe it's a Juno ban? Unless somebody decided to like randomly ban Ashe, like they didn't want the Ashe and Sanctum, they didn't want to deal with an Ashe and Sanctum, maybe? I think it's got to be a Juno ban. Let's play slow. Yeah, you spit all your ultimates. Unfortunately, you lost that fight after spending 5. Now you've got the Monway Earthshatter to contend with. When you're trying to make your way to the point, yeah, you got to give up on that initial approach. You know Shatter's in the pocket. What's the play here? Sparkle Dog is going to maybe... Okay, I thought you might do a 2-3 split here. You see Sparkle Dog wants to go. It's actually... Gangadiddle has dropped down to create a little bit of a split. Ant Matrix is now in play. The Shatter from Monway gets 3. Boop off the side, and it all comes up. Reinhardt. They'll take Nepal. The spaghetti is, in fact, everywhere. The Shock Reinhardt looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty good. Don't play the games. Horse feathers. Old can't make you win against the best. Well, I mean, you gotta play them right. Fruit, thank you for the follow. All right, we're gonna get a Symmetra ban out of Pristine Guardian. Sorry, I did not get you Preds for that last map. I honestly didn't have time. We barely, like, we were in game trying to figure out what bans were and stuff, right? So sorry I didn't get you Preds. I'll get you Preds for this one though. Pristine Guardians, and then this is Reinhardt. There you go. I think it was a Juno ban in map 1. I'm not sure on that. I don't know that we would have seen the Juno anyway. I'm not sure on that. I don't know. I honestly don't know what the ban was. We got a Sim ban here for map 2. Yeah, exactly. It's like it won you the single fight. Exactly. Hey, I mean, ult economy is part of it. I mean, that's part of Overwatch. You can't just think, you know, in the next fight. You have to think across big picture, right? Reinhardt had the better economy. Overall, had the better macro. Oh. Caro and Social have gotten to linking me in puppy pics on Twitter, and I love it. May ban out of the other team. Reinhardt. May ban out of Reinhardt. Yeah, unless it is legit final fight, which I think the word final fight's thrown around by casters way too much. I will not use the term final fight unless legitimately whoever wins this fight wins the map. To me, that is the stakes of final fight. And if that's not the stakes, then you're not using it right. But none of this, like, it's 99 to 7% on the board, so it's final fight. Like, no, that's not the same thing. That's not the same thing. Anyway, I agree. Unless it is a true final fight, whoever wins the fight wins the map. Yeah, you should not be investing 5 volts. Almost never is it a good idea. Almost never. All right, let's get into map 2. Final Fight is a decent 90s game. I love that game. You kidding? That's an early 90s game, too. That's old school. That's Haggard and is that just is Guy and what's there's like a kid, the guy in red and the guy in blue. I think Guy is actually one of their names. Oh, Tiny Pirate would be so mad at me I couldn't think of his name.
Attackers incoming. Defend
Made my second-hand Genesis freeze if paused for too long. Oh, oh, hey, I had a first-hand Sega Genesis. I'm old. I'm very well aged. Very thoroughly very thoroughly aged. Thoroughly an antique. Rotation here from the defense. Ahmed and company seem to be able to pick it apart, though. Feels like Ryan Cart kind of read that one. Led the dance here. We'll one and done our first point here on Kings. Oh yeah, Final Fight was so good. Though, like old school co-op games like that were so fun. There's you and a buddy at arcade boxes going and kicking ass through levels. Or on your, or just couch co-oping. Oh, couch co-op is missed. Is missed. I think we're playing for dupe here. Kitsu's close as well. Expect that to get layered in. Maybe even to lead with. So maybe the defense actually opens things up. Try to get Curry forward. I think that's Curry. I think I'm saying that right. Y'all let me know if it's supposed to be pronounced a different way. Oh, it will be the Kitsune rush that we open up with the attackers and try to slingshot back on this objective. The focusing beam not good enough. What a lamp there out of Banana. And the defense is able to back away. Gangadettle does fall to the shots of Skitsu. So 5v4 for the attackers, but honestly, doing good to only lose the one. Big play out of Banana to keep Curie alive through that. Yeah, part of me wants to call it Syrie, like read it like a Y. I don't know why. Dude, still in the pocket of Omni. We're going to have a beat exchange as well as a shatter exchange potentially in this. Keep an eye on all the above. Duplicate from Ame is used to drop into the back. Duplicate's a bad tease. Interesting choice given the circumstances. Instead, back here on the front line. Ame does get an Amp Matrix in play, but just has to kind of circle back around and regroup with the rest of the team. So, but Dupe doesn't really get it done. How about Gangadiddles? Gangadiddle gives the second Reinhardt. That's what we're expecting to see. Sound barriers are now coming into play. The Dupe goes down, but ooh, what a Suzu! The Suzu lands it. Where did that even come from? Miwa saves the day with an enormous Suzu. Oh, but the defense is still able to hang on. Blobs puts the red X's and the red circles in the feed. That drone was absolutely gorgeous. And the defense will actually hang on and make good on it. Now Banana with an Amp Matrix in play. How about some Banana Pop? And a good amount of time eating off the clock in that exchange, right? Ame makes a swap off the Echo. We're into the Tracer. Oh, that's gonna be tough. There's no real safe place to sit. Monomoy's able to get a shatter down to 5 Blobs. Blobs close to an ultimate, but Samane is able to survive, get back on their feet. Keep this Deadeye in play. Oh, rotate to the high ground. We're gonna try to use this early. Oh no, you're gonna get punished for that hubris. There we go. Now we're counter punching onto the point. Reinhardt 5v4. Okay, Ame was played off the high ground, got thwarted. He had Gangadino up there marking that high ground. Rhett thought about moving in on a 3-2 split, but we're gonna go 5 strong right up the gut, so it seems. No ultimates available. You do have Reinhardt with Skitsu positioned on this far side. Interesting combo. Did I add a boss? Oh, no! Way you catch Miwa with that. Oh, that was just dirty. Miwa just none the wiser. Their little toe got caught. Curve, but last couple percentage building up towards that shatter. Ame is playing inside of the house for now, but Blobs is able to keep that going. So if Ame wins that, we might see a flank, but the duplicate's going to force the hand right up front. Good Ant Matrix does take care of the dupe, and here comes that flank. Ame will at least get the lamp out. We're going to get a flank all the way around. Monway circles back through alley. Shatter lands. Curry's going to find the opposing tank, pin into the wall for the second kill on to Skitsu, and the fire strike on the Rat. Beautiful three-piece there from Curry here as we have 30 seconds remaining. The solo slam out of Monway will get it done. Reaper swap from Ame. We do have the sound barrier from Red. Saving grace. Or Banana has been lights out with these ant matrices all day long. Watch for it immediately. Yeah, thrown right on top of the point. Any fire strike could just be vicious. Sound barrier does land for Rhett, but Monway just cannot stay alive, and the defense stops the cart here on the back of point B.
Initiating match.
Quite solid indeed there, Hoshin. And now, very attainable win con for Pristine Guardians to tie up this series. Skitsu goes into the Soj. We're also going to get Miwa on the Kiriko here for this defense. Blobs in the Cassidy with Banana back into the Baptiste. Our 2 points of contention between the two teams. Gangadon's going to find an early pick, some stickies on to Rhett, and that's a 5v4 for the attacking squad. Melt through the shield. Curry tried to pursue, but ate a truckload of damage. Had to back away there. Get topped up, at least get some of that yellow armor back. Monway, meanwhile, moves through Hotel. Ame and Gangadiddle will trade out, but Curie goes down. What? It was a couple of different fights. There were 2 separate fights going on. Losing the Reinhardt is disastrous here for Pristine Guardians, and it'll be back to the drawing board 60 seconds into this attack. Going swinging back out of the point. You've already got the Suzu out. Banana is close to the Ant Matrix already. Beautiful lamp. And it wouldn't surprise me to see Window come out just to hold this point. Bit of a 2-3 split between Hotel and Main. The Kitsu has been thrown in from Miwa looking for a recontest, but there's no tank on the battlefield here for Rein Cart. They're missing the Rein in the Rein Cart. Monway's back. We can get a touch. It's gonna be close. There's a contest in. I believe that's Rhett trying to hold on to it. Duplicate used. Ame also will drop the dupe. We're able to get in and hold on to the point for a moment. Ame gets forced back out through the window. Shatter will not land and is late anyways. Pristine Guardians will eventually take the point in a exciting, we'll call it, opening attack. A bit objective shy. Whoop, whoop. I like that terminology, that objective shot. It's a nice terminology. All right, so this is a speed Deadeye Curie get around the corner. Interrupts the overclock of Skitsu. But they're able to stand back up. Looks like Niwa did get a Suzu down, but with the sound barrier in from Sparkle Dog, the attacking Pristine Guardians are able to just overcome. Blobs comes up with another host of kills. God. And that is just going to be the map. We're all tied up here. Big push. Big push indeed. All right. We'll get into our own Surabasa.
Initial flashpoint. Mark it.
Ooh, Gangadittle will go into the Reaper. So interesting caveat here. Now this is, Reaper is gonna be your engagement tool, but it's gonna be interesting trying to play around the Rein cooldowns here. We'll see how that works. Okay. No subtleties on this, honestly. Just teleport in, play directly around your Reaper teleport. You're able to find an opening pick. So no, we didn't even get into a phase of having to worry about like the Rein shield kind of rotating with the Reaper fade and all that. Ooh, Ame back into their signature Genji though. Oh, an old school favorite skin too. Like it's like the Genji equivalent of the Weapon X skin from Marvel, from Wolverine. We'll deflect use, block the sleep dart. We'll finish off Banana. But this is going to be a flip of the point there as Monway and Reinhardt take control, despite let's see. Wait, did they actually have any losses? Let's see. No, I think that was just a kill feed messing with me. I don't think they had any losses. I think that was just a great fight from them. Despite nothing. Despite nothing. They heard the fade for the shatter in. Blobs gets 3. Blobs has been outstanding today. Whew. Oh, and the sleep there out of Banana. Yeah, no Reaper Tango just yet. No. This is far more just brute force. We have support ult slightly in favor of Pristine Guardians here as we head into, would it potentially be final fight? I guess not quite, below 65%. So an opportunity for Pristine Guardians if they do lose this fight. That's the teleport in from Ring and Diddle. We're going to get the blade out. Ame is nanoed, goes back to the point. Not really sure they found much. Gangadidle is able to put a pair of the feet. What are we down to? 2v2 left on this point. And it's just the Lucio of Ret and Ame here to try to hang on to this. 2 shots land on the Ret. They're dancing on the outside. Ame has to come in. Just a significant damage. Oh, Curry lands the solo shot and I put him in spawn. What a move. Oh, no. Curry was at like 50 health, too. One good combo out of Ame would have finished off the ride. And the shatter lands directly on the head of Ame. There we go. There we go. Charge in, Reaper hits like a ton of bricks. No reason to get fancy. Damn right. Here we go. We're going to get a death loss right on top of Ret. We'll get caught as well as the odd bow supports. Triple piece. Triple piece? Triple kill. 3 piece. There for Gangadidle. Remember, we are on a Reinkart map pick as well as they got first ban. So actually, I think I have the bans backwards. I have the bans backwards. No. The ban, actually, no, I don't. No, I don't. The bat ban was first. The bat ban was first. All right, might be able to use this Deadeye to get one way in position. We may just, yep, that's exactly what we're gonna do. So Deadeye's in play. There comes the sound barrier. Blobs also gets the Deadeye and the 2-piece. The sound barrier allows just that extra little maneuverability, that extra little room to play, despite Ret's boot kill. Ret actually ends up with 2 boot kills. What? Dude, almost got another boot. Actually, we'll eventually get it. They'll call that a boot kill onto Curry. Nano boost available from both sides. Let's see. We're gonna get. I anticipated Reinkart might go first here. Okay, they are gonna send Ame in for the Nano Blade in over the top. Goodbye with the sleep dart. Go. Okay. We're able to get a couple of kills there for Ame. And despite losing Miwa in that exchange, they will take the fight. We'll force to a 99-99 situation here. Let's see who takes Temple. Monway waiting with the shatter. Oh, it's looking juicy! Oh no! That's gargantuan! Oh, and that just makes you smile as a Reinhardt player. That'll be the point. Tying us up here on Suravasa.
Next, flashpoint, garden.
We do get a garden spawn beneficial there for Reinkart. A palace spawn would not have been ideal for him. I'd say that was a deep shadow step there from Gangadidle. Skitsu with the earlier Deadeye, but a nano boost on the blobs, in which your Cowboy wins the duel. Skitsu goes down. Monway in trouble. Blobs once again comes up with a multi-kill. Blobs has been just lights out good here today. Stats, what do we think? Looking pretty close here so far. Blobs, look at that. Except for Blobs. Blobs is 7,500 damage. 3,000 more damage than Skitsu in the Cassidy on the other side. Ame is doing the bulk of the damage here for Reinkart. God. Blobs has been really putting up some numbers. Now Blob, where's this Deadeye? Okay, yeah, it was just right here, ground level. A couple of skulls, might be able to break through that shield. Sound barrier in from Rhett. Ooh, how much are we gonna have to spend? Is this even winnable? Okay, with the Skitsu pick onto Curry. Curry. It's like Curry? Hey, it's Skitsu lights up the feed. Oh, I love a good sneaky shatter. That sneaky shatter was so fun. That was that shatter of the day. I don't know. We've seen that was our third, like, really nice, big, fat shatter we've seen today so far. I think we have 3 contenders for shatter of the day on this stream. And that was one of them. That's the Death Blossom from Gangadin. Little Fox gets you in, Rat. Nano Boost Monway won't be enough to swing this one. Control will flip once again. Pristine Guardians take this one right back. Okay, he was off the auto. Besides, we're gonna play a little Moira. Oh, and it's another one. Curate doing it to him again. This time from the point of view of Reinhardt, they never saw it coming. We do get the Palace spawn, and this time you end up with Pristine Guardians, able to put their back here. But Banana gets, I mean, that is a bad rotation. What happened? How does Banana and Sparkle Dog end up that far behind the rotation? A crucially awful start. Not what Guardians are looking for. As we head to Palace, and that good spawn that I was just about to talk about, completely ruined. First cap goes over to Reinhardt for free. Absolute free. Deadeye out of Blobs. Might get a good rotation. Oh, you catch me with, oh no! Follow up on to Skitsu is good. Ame trying to swing a 3v5. Got one of your supports, but gets booped away by Sparkle Dog. And Ganga Diddle Company able to clean up back on the point. So Pristine Guardians do take control back. They even able to kill Ame late while building percentage, so. Which is crucial. Otherwise, that could have been, like 45, 50% on the board for Reinhardt before the flip comes through. And we've seen the Nano Gangadiddle here so far. Let's get soon moving up to a high ground position. A couple shots on a Sparkle Dog will force the Lucio out. There's Gangadiddle moving up top. That is going to be the Nano Boost thrown on to the Reaper. A couple of shots on Skitsu will put them down, but they get booped away! They don't have their Shadow Step to get back onto dry ground. Beautiful boop out of Rat. They're able to chase Sparkle Dog down here on the coastal side. And this is going to be Reinhardt able to flip the point back. Now, you do still have Curie to work through it. A big anti-nade lands from Banana. Oh no, Mama's in trouble. The worst possible outcome. You're up big in the fight. Now, Ame will still, I think, win out this fight. Maybe? Oh no, you were up so good in the fight. Eventually you do get the flip. All right, Ame keeps it alive here. It was after such a good start. With Gangadiddle able to move in and get these supports immediately. We're going to go fading into the back line. This is Death Blossom, Deadeye. They'll combine for a nice 3-piece. Honestly, the Death Blossom just kept your supports out of the fight. Pristine Guardians will take Palace away. And it's looking like a 2-1 lead. They'll take Saravasa. Move up to match point. Speaking of Rhett loving boobs, we'll get that as your play of the game here. I know, right? Bracket looks very empty. Looks very, very empty, unfortunately. Hey, it's okay. We'll get all that figured out. Don't you worry. All right. I don't know what we're waiting on, but I'm going to take a quick bio break while we're waiting.
Initiating match.
All right, look at that time. Look at that timing. All right.
Five, four, three, two, one. Objective unlocks in 30 seconds.
So Genji goes back into the Echo. I will match that with the Reaper getting banned out here. Reaper and Genji getting banned. So both of our flex DPS seems to be getting their primary hero removed from the table here. Looks like Lonway's got the better exchange on the fire strikes here to start things off. We're playing around the planners here for Pristine Guardians, kind of trying to see, get Blob set up. Yeah, Blob's able to find that angle. These planters can provide so much cover. The Guardians are able to really make good use of that. Leverage that into second, third picks. Blob's been outstanding throughout this series. Gets two in this fight. Now we're looking, I mean, Blob's has already got ult. First, the server, you know, Ant Matrix, and potentially a duplicate, being on, you know, how long this fight goes on. If the aforementioned two don't get it done. All right, flick it through window. I love this pressure. Make sure you can't, your opponent can't just walk in the middle of the street and take all that space. So we'll get a fight over the kill box in the middle. Ooh, Skitsu playing from the low ground. Does manage to get the Ant Matrix out. Or excuse me, the lamp out. With that, Rhett goes down after losing that crucial cooldown. Ooh, up top. Albe tried to take some space. Will not happen. Pristine Guardians won the second fight, and that'll be a 2-minute checkpoint. Well, you heard the two choices. A couple fire strikes takes some King and did a lot of theirs. Ame lands the shot, finishes off the Echo, drops the duplicate Deadeye into the mix. Skitsu's going to go ahead and throw one in as well. Simultaneous Deadeyes here. It's not something you see very often. Works out beautifully. Radcar to win their first team fight of the map. Start getting the whole TS1 marching the other direction. And hey, you know what? Push can swing in an instant. I mean, it's just 2-1 in fight wins so far, favoring Pristine. It will take 2 more fight wins, though, I think, for Reinhardt to match this. It's going to be a Shatter in from Curie, and Mame's already down. Meanwhile, destroying the sound barriers, and Matrix is well invested. Neither is enough to keep Monway alive. And I think both portals just fell flat. A disastrous turn with Shatter winning that out for Pristine Guardians. Mame does get a kill on the Gangadoodle, but you lose Miwa. Blobs continues to pile on the hurt and excel throughout this series. Looking cool, comfortable, moisturized in their lane. Blobs has been an all-star. I think he's your player of the match so far, barring any major changes here through the rest of this series. We'll say if things continue as is, Blobs has been a shining star for me here tonight. Mame Butch boldly steps into the kill box, trying to take some of the space back. Blobs is looking to punish from the high ground with the Deadeye. Ooh, the duplicate iframes actually avoid a crucial moment in that Deadeye. And Mame's duped now for some extra firepower down low. Big red X up top. Me was able to move in and finish off Gangwadiddle, and a smart 200 IQ ultimate out of Mame will help save this fight. Reinhardt wins fight number 5, making it 2-3 in team fight wins so far on this map. Can't help but feel if it had gone 4-1 and Guardians start, really pushing the bot past Yellow Bus, Esperanza could have just slipped through Reinhardt's fingers. Blobs, though, is still going to make life difficult on him. Already has an opening pick into this next fight. Fight number 6, fighting from a deficit here if you're Reinhardt. Deadeye out of Skitsu here. Oh, drop down to the low ground. They get finished off. Gangadiddle throws the duplicate and the Deadeye into the mix. Monway goes down. 4-2. This fight number 6 goes the way of Pristine Guardians. And so even with that, they're able to start looking at Yellow Bus. A crucial fight here. And Matrix in play. Monway throws the hammer, gets 3. And colluding. Actually, Banana was not caught in that, but the lamp had already been used. And that monstrous Earth Shatter out of Monway will swing this one back. So now 4-3 in fights. Reinhardt wins fight 7. Once again, will deny Pristine Guardians to push too far, to really start running away with the meteor in Shared Esperanza. Gangadiddle is trying to play on an off angle, but it looks like they will get thwarted. I see Monway trying to disengage away from the Ant Matrix, but Skitsu does not make it far enough out. It's an important pick out of Mame. Soundbarrier and Lamp and Deadeye from Blobs, all just to keep their Baptiste alive. You pick Mame, who dropped in to try to find that kill. We'll also find Monway there in the exchange, and Blobs going to come up with another multi-kill fight. And I did not see me with Sound Barrier land. If it did, it didn't have a giant effect. The Sparkle Dog beat, on the other hand, was enormous. Able to keep Rhett alive, keep Banana alive through that exchange. And then you leverage that into a kill onto Mame. Ooh, Mame took an enormous amount of damage. is able to just trust their support so it does not force the ultimate. Blob's fighting for high ground. Curry comes up here to try to help with that regard. Dashes in. Skinsu doesn't roll away in time. May have been a bit of a mistake. Curry smells blood in the water, goes in swinging, but it's Monway who comes up with the goods. It was all a big beat, and Curry goes down. This is checkpoint picked up. And back-to-back fight wins there from Reinkart to get that one done. Both kind of awkward, but they managed to do it. Neither was flawless either. Curry dancing on the inside. Monway trying to flip the map. Drops in. Excuse me. I'll turn around there for a moment. No map flip. No map flip yet. Today, Ant Matrix. Out of Ret. Oh, the Ant Matrix and the Shatter combines. Curry gets 3 with that. 2 kills with the Fire Strike. Oh. What an enormous shatter right through Rhett's amplification matrix. And that all that damage could have been enough. Blobs had the Deadeye in play. Curry just shakes the earth, shakes the server with that enormous ultimate. I'm trying to play off the flank, high ground push. Here from Reinkart as they try to force a map 5. Down by 11 meters. We're dead even 5-5 in team fight win. Shatter out of Monway. Gets 3! Monway will just cut through your squishies. And Reinkart win a very important, pivotal team fight number 11 to give them the edge in team fight wins, by the way, after dropping the first 2. And now the line of victory. Now map 5 sits right there. Sparkle Dog with a quick re-engage off of the sound barrier. Goes jumping in the back. But Miwa has one to answer. And Matrix now in play from Banana. Ame has a dupe. Ame is forced to keep toes on the point. Ame is taken out of that duplicate rather quickly. Monway cannot go help. Has to anchor on this cart. Pin for counter pin. With Blob so far been the hero of the match. Steps in and executes Monway. Will deliver the dub here for pristine Guardians. And Blobs saves the day in the final moment. Absolutely. Your player of the match. What a map. What a map. What a way to end our day 1 here in the Durpee Duel Community Tournament. Oh, you get the B-hop triple slam. God, it was gorgeous. Damn it, Monway. You earned a map 5 with that move. It was such a pretty move. Oh, it was such a pretty move. All the Reinhardt fans out here were rooting for you.